let me continue with this. So we are discussing about allylic bromination of N-bromosuccinamide. Okay. So when you use N-bromosuccinamide, allylic or benzylic bromination occur. So this is benzylic carbon. So over benzylic carbon, you will get bromine through free radical. Right? We will see the mechanism later. So if you take another type, so if you take an alkene, cyclohexene, if this is allowed to react with N-bromosuccinamide, right? Here respective product will be. So here you will get allylic bromination. So you will get bromine at allylic position. Next, if you take another example, if this is allowed to react with N-bromosuccinamide, now this is allylic carbon. So this is double bond and this is allylic carbon. So bromination occur at allylic position. So the product obtained will be bromine here. This is also occurring through free radical mechanism. Now if you take another type of product, then this is allowed to react with N-bromosuccinamide on heating. Now here the product is. So you will get radical, allylic radical. Of course, this allylic radical may undergo rearrangement also. So instead of radical here, you may get a radical here also. This is also allylic radical because both are chemically distinct radicals, right? Or there is another possibility. After getting radical here, this may ionize, this also undergo homolytic cleavage to form radical here, then you may get a bond here. So this leads to formation of another type of product. So you may get a double bond here and a radical. So as such, you will get different types of radicals. Radical here, there, radical. So as such, you will get different types of products. So this leads to formation of one type of product. So when there is chemically distinct cases, so you may get bromination here in this way. Now if this happen, you may get brominated product here, or you may get brominated product at this position as such. So based upon different type of chemical environments. So anyhow, whatever it may be, let me check the mechanism how N-bromosuccinamide shows the radical mechanism. No, let me check it. So mechanism. First, this N-bromosuccinamide in presence of sunlight or any free radical initiator. Already we have discussed peroxides act as free radical initiators, right? So any or high temperature or on heating. So when you use any free radical initiators, so first it will form N radical plus Br radical. This is the first step. Now the second step, the allylic system CH3 CH double bond CH2, right? So with the Br radical, this forms CH2 radical CH double bond CH2 plus HBr. And very important thing, so you may bother about instead of allylic, that radical may attack on double bond also, right? So we need to remember this. It is important to note that allylic bromination is preferred over addition. Allylic bromination is preferred over addition to the double bond. When you take low concentration of bromine, by a low concentration of bromine, because the addition of a bromine radical to double bond is a reversible reaction. So this is the reason why allylic bromination is preferred over addition reactions. Now, some other, for example, if you take for chlorination, let me take another example. CH3 CH double bond CH2 in presence of chlorine at around 400 to 600 degrees centigrade. Earlier case we have taken N-bromosuccinimide or N-chlorosuccinimide. Here instead of taking NBS or NCS, we have taken chlorine but at high temperature. Even at high temperatures you will get allylic substitution. So chlorine CH2 CH double bond CH2 plus HCl, right? So particularly if you take branched chain alkenes, so with branched chain alkenes, the substitution takes place more readily, even at room temperature. Right. So we are discussing about free radical substitution reactions. First one we have seen in presence of sunlight. Next we have seen arylation of aromatic compounds. First one we have seen simple halogenation. Right, through free radical substitution reactions, homolytic bond cleavage, halogenation, maybe chlorination, bromination, fluorination, iodination. Then we have gone for arylation of aromatic compounds. This is also follow free radical mechanism, Gumberg reaction. Next, Wurtz reaction. This is also free radical mechanism, forming alkanes. Another type, by using NBS, N-bromosuccinimide. Bromination occur at allylic carbon and benzylic carbon. Same allylic and benzylic systems substitution occur in another case when high temperature is used. Instead of NBS, if you use bromine at high temperature, then also it is possible. Right. So let me continue with this. So if you take substitution, CH3 bond C CH3O. So when we have taken substitution, then reaction occurs more readily. Even this occur at room temperature. Now the product is chlorination at high temperature on heating. Now the product is Cl bond CH2 bond C double bond CH2 bond CH3. So this is allylic substitution. Already we discussed that allylic substitution is preferred compared to addition. So if it undergo addition reaction, means this double bond will break down to form radical. Chlorine converts into one chlorine radical attack here, another chlorine radical attack here. So leads to formation of CH3 CCH3 chlorine single bond CH2 chlorine. So this is addition product. This is substitution product. So substitution product is major when compared to addition product. Already we discussed what is the reason for it. Reason for that is, it is important to note that allylic substitution is preferred over addition to the double bond, because the addition to double bond is a reversible reaction, right? And remember, this reaction occurs when there is substitution, when there is substituted alkane. These reactions occur either at high temperature or low concentration of halogens. When you take high concentration of halogens, then addition products will be dominating than substitution, right? So when low concentration is taken, then allylic substitution is major. And another one, already we discussed the AS of formation of free radicals. So let me give that. The AS of formation and the stability of radicals follow some order. When addition reactions occur, you will get vinyl radicals. Vinyl radicals are least stable. So allylic radicals are more stable than tertiary, more stable than secondary, more stable than primary, more stable than methyl radicals, which are more stable than vinyl radicals. That's why allylic substitutions occurs more readily. But when you take high concentration of halogens, then addition reactions occur preferably. Next, another example. Substitutions over substitution reactions of higher cycloalkanes in presence of sunlight. Now, when you take cyclohexane in the bromine in presence of sunlight, then you will get here also radical mechanism, Br plus HBr. Now, when there is ring strain, in such case also there is a possibility for radical mechanism. For example, if you take cyclopropane have ring strain. It is having a ring strain. Because of ring strain, it will react with halogens. So with the chlorine radical, it readily form radical and here chlorine. Again this will combine with the chlorine to form chlorine radical here, three carbons. So chlorine radical plus chlorine radical. So as such. So to avoid ring strain, so to decrease the ring strain, there is possibility for reactivity with halogens through free radical mechanism. So we are discussing about free radical substitution reactions, in which first we have discussed about free radical substitution in presence of sunlight or at high temperature through homolytic bond cleavage, right? With we have compared fluorination, chlorination, bromination, iodination, and we have discussed that fluorination is a vigorous reaction, iodination is a reversible reaction. There will be competition with chlorination and bromination, so probability factor and selectivity factor will dominate, right? Then we have seen some other types of free radical substitution reactions. One is arylation of aromatic compounds and Wurtz reaction, allylic bromination, then simple allylic halogenation at high temperatures, higher cycloalkanes in presence of UV light, and whereas cycloalkanes where there is ring strain. So these all lead to formation of free radical substitution reactions, right? So let me stop our discussion today.